Greetings, listeners and viewers. Your host tonight, Zach, here, introducing you to Spacers Redux, a sci-fi podcast by Twisted Gears Studios. If you're a fan and wish to support, visit our merch shop and Ko-fi pages, where members get extra content, fireside chats, and discounts on merch and more. Otherwise, a like, comment, sub, or review on your podcast app of choice is always helpful. But for now...
Last but not the crew, Flinch's life hangs in the balance. The crew begin their plan to infiltrate the pirate base and steal a ship, anti-radiation drugs, and, hopefully, not die.
So, we pick up this episode similarly as... Well, not similarly. We pick up this episode. It's been a little bit after the planning. You are en route. You're all on the bridge, or whoever doesn't want to be doesn't need to be, but for the most part, the scene takes place on the bridge of the Meteor as you are approaching the area. Due to Flinch's successful tampering of the dish outside the ship, you were able to kind of pinpoint where this base should be. You're getting awfully close. Diantha, I know you wanted to start off today by doing something here. You guys talked out a plan.
Yeah, I'm going to use my talent, Tactician, to... Essentially, the activation is to make our plan or action before combat begins. I'm not sure combat necessarily refers to...
Or scene.
Nope, this whole encounter is going to count.
I'm going to spend a plot point to do so, if I am able to.
Take 10 points off of the thingamajig.
Thank you, Kofi.
Yay!
And all characters gain a D8 to add to their pools until they stop following the plan.
Everybody on your sheets, on your second page, go to Assets. You may put down D8, the plan. As long as you are functioning within the parameters of the pre-discussed plan, you will get a D8. As soon as you deviate from the plan, it all goes to crap. Everyone loses the benefit if someone goes off the plan. Oh, yes. Yeah, as soon as somebody
That's why we have to work as a team.
Yep. If everybody breaks out of the plan goes to shit, which means it stops working.
What are you looking at me for?
I was looking generally at everybody.
Okay,
We're included in that.
Okay.
You're
part of everybody?
Cause chaos. You are chaos with headlights.
So, step one of the plan. Are we into game now?
Sure, yeah.
It's dropping me off.
Step one of the plan is for you to yeet.
Without them seeing you in orbit. Basically.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, how do you get close enough?
Ish. Yeah. Orbit-ish.
All right.
If you're good enough at launching, you can be fairly far away and just launch, Grek.
Let's get you in a spacesuit.
Sweet. I have one that doesn't have a crack in the helmet.
Good.
And I have one that has duct tape on it.
I mean, which one's better?
Actually, the duct tape works pretty well.
No!
It keeps things out.
No!
Wow. So while you guys are in the bridge, does anybody here have any abilities or skills revolving around technical knowledge to detect? Basically, if you want to figure out how far away you have to be before the asteroid notices you, right?
I have perception tactics.
That could work. Unless somebody has something more higher than that.
The closest I would have is one of my distinctions is for scouting. I only have eyes for me.
So, assisted checks. Let's talk about this real quick. So when it comes to rolling dice in Cortex, one die from every prime set is acceptable. So a characteristic die, a skill die, a power die, a resource die, a distinction die. You can't have two of skills, unless a talent says otherwise. You can't have two attributes. You can't have two distinctions. However, everybody could chime in a different die from a different set if you're all working together. So the scouting distinction could work with Diantha's tactics skill, with someone else's intelligence or alertness, if you wanted to do it that way. That's how assisted checks work in this game.
I do have stuff that I can also help out with.
I can't help with this at all.
Tim, what technical skills do you have?
I have technical.
Great, never mind.
For a D6, but I was wondering because... No, I was wondering because this plan is all about trying to save Flinch's life.
Yes.
And I have a relationship under
Yes.
a significant, with my best friend Flinch.
You can add that to this.
Which would be a D6 I could add to somebody making the roll.
Yeah, so then that's a resource.
That is a resource.
So unless somebody has a higher resource die, you can use Tim's D6 resource die for his relationship with Flinch for this check.
No.
Okay. No. So in that case, we're going to use Diantha's tactics. That is applicable. The scouting die from Grek, who's offering up their characteristic attribute.
Who has the best intelligence?
I have a D10 intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's Diantha.
All right. So, Diantha, being that you have the most dice in the pool, you're going to roll the check.
Okay, so D10, I get a D.
D8.
Thank you. And then a D6.
6 for mine.
And either of you, are you going to use your telekinesis to...
This is
This is
This
different.
isn't for
This
the
is-
yeeting. This is
it's
for
not for the
checking
yeeting.
the.
You're trying to determine how far away you need to be to not be noticed to launch
Gotcha.
Grek.
Does
Do
she
you have anything in your power set? Oh, and you get the D8 for the plan.
Oh, yeah,
I was gonna, that's what my question was going to be.
Do I get
Can you benefit from your own
And
dice?
is there a distinction in there?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I actually
Greg's
don't know if
distinction.
I can.
You can what?
All characters gain... Oh, no, all characters gain a D8 to add their pools. That's special.
I'll,
And my power set is field commander, so I could enhance... Can I enhance myself?
Mm.
No, I think that one you have to be bark orders to somebody else.
Okay, so that's what I can do.
Cool. I mean, it's still pretty. It's still a pretty good roll.
Okay.
So this is kind of like a intelligence or knowledge check. The higher up you get, I'll be like, cool, yes, the range works in that range band. If you roll high enough that you're beyond that, I'll let you know that the radar does not go that far.
Okay. Here we go. There is 2.
Gross.
Oh no, that's not good.
But I got a 16 D6.
16 D6.
Yeah.
Okay,
Could also be a 14d8.
Or a 14 D8, but...
Which would be better?
14 D8 would be better.
Okay.
Okay,
Actually, really enough.
14 D8.
Okay.
yeah.
11 D8 is the challenging level, which is exactly as much as you needed. So basically, it's not the radar range is the way that scale works in this game. 4 is small, 6 is average size, 8 is building size, 10 is city sized, and 12 is planetary size. Right? D8. So basically, if there's giant buildings around it, that's as far as their radar is really efficient at. So yeah, if you are past that point, you could drop Grek off and throw him. And they would not know. He would be too small to see.
Cool.
Any closer, they will see you before you shoot him out the door.
So we have to be decently far away, but not far enough where it's not an impossibility.
Nope.
Keep using words like throw and shoot. And
Just
launch
drop
pad
'em.
and a quack.
Yeah, what else are you gonna get?
Gently,
Fart?
trajectorily,
Trajectorily launch you into space.
travel you involuntarily.
No, I think it's voluntary.
How does
Kind of voluntary.
flight
Kind of
work?
voluntary.
How's flight work? What do you mean?
So, Flinch version 2.4 has the ability of flight,
Yep.
and I think in combination with Cliptic, I put like a harness, like a rope or whatever, tied to Flinch version 2.4 to bring Grek so close, and then Cliptic fine-tunes with telekinesis to make sure, so it's not too much of a risk of...
Well, what is your telekinesis die?
D6.
Okay, so here's how this is going to work. You have to be over a D8 range away. So after a certain point, Cliptic's telekinesis will be out of range, unless the ship gets too close. So here's how this encounter would work. If there is no... So to answer your question, how does flight work? When it comes to this, without the flying, basically you get one shot. You get one roll to launch Grek. Grek is either going to hit the target or he's going to miss the target. If he is attached to something that can fly, you have the ability to make a second roll to course correct partway through. Because you can't course correct a straight line.
You retrieve him.
Yes. Well, so the way that the range bands work is you're shooting from at least D8 range away. If you're flying, you get 3 attempts to redirect should you fail.
All right.
Whereas this time, if you were just launching, it must fire once.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Teleport. Can I teleport something else?
Do you have a D10 teleport die?
I only have a D8, but no, okay, never mind.
Oh yeah, because of the range.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
You have to beat. This is one of those ones. Effect dice, it's not meter beat, it's beat.
I could.
Skill successes, like the number, it's meter beat, but effect dice you have to beat.
So
what would I need to teleport? D10?
A D10 to attempt it, yeah.
Oh, to attempt it, but it doesn't necessarily need to succeed. Okay.
but the D6 telekinesis, we can make an attempt.
An attempt.
Yeah.
The telekinesis and the
flying.
If you strap Flinch version 2.4 to Grek and launch both of them, you get 2 additional chances at course correction with your initial launch.
Let's do it.
And
I
that's,
can also help out.
And that's
great because, it's a segue, so Greg can be through space. Needs lots of spoffy for that. Space coffee.
Oh, does that? Can I also then use
a portmanteau.
helping hand with?
When someone else rolls their skill check.
Yeah. Okay.
for the first course correction, yes. For the second one, if you need it, he'll be out of range.
But I can help him though with the first one, right? Because we're attaching him to.
If you're using telekinesis, you're not helping him. He's helping you.
This is a talent.
This is a talent.
Yeah, go helping hand, right?
I have the
So
same
you have to
one.
help another person.
And I'm helping.
So,
So I can do it because I have helping hand as well.
So then she can use helping hand on you. Yeah, if you're telekinetically throwing something, you can't help yourself do it.
No, I'm saying to help him though with the flying part. With
Yes, that's my first answer, which you
So
were confused
I can
about.
help
so
you.
So when it comes to after the first launch, if
Yeah.
he goes to course correct, you can help the first course
Okay,
correction.
right.
The second one, he will be too far out of range.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that
another
makes sense.
Yeah, and then Diantha can help you with the first one.
Okay.
Perfect. We're hedging our bets as best we can.
I'm shoving Grek into a spacesuit.
It'll make me
Everyone's
ask.
talking about me, but no one's asking my opinion on any of this.
When have you ever asked your opinion?
Greg, do you like this color of the
Sorry, that was
spacesuit,
French.
or did you want the one with the duct tape on it?
Please give him a fully functional spacesuit.
I don't know which one works better.
The one without the duct tape.
It's
Greg, you're in a spacesuit. How y'all gonna do this? What's the plan?
So I will help you with the initial trajectory.
Okay.
And you're going to help
if I have the
with
course correct.
Yes.
corrections.
Yes.
Yes.
So what do I get? What skill die are you? Then?
So I can I'll add my tactics as well here, or I can add my navigation.
Navigation.
Okay, that's a D8 then.
That's a D8. Okay. Perfect.
I'm also going to have a...
One real quick sec. That's the helping hand is adding a skill to the check, right?
Add your skill die to allies.
Yeah. So normally I said that you can only have 1 die per prime set. You can have 2 for the skill. So you get her tactician, her tactics die, and you get whatever skill die you want to add to that as well.
And,
Oh yeah, I have that in there already.
And the D8 asset of
Yep.
the plan.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I also get another D8 then.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Forgot about
also
the asset
tethering.
that's a whole character
Yes.
build is on
Version
this
2.4.
stuff.
Yeah. So you won't really. Well, I guess you can add the full. Oh, you're using telekinesis.
Yes.
Which is at D.
D6.
I just meant if it goes to hell, I can reel it. It can be reeled back in.
How long is the tether?
How long of a tether do we have?
Well, you only have. Oh, you're leaving Flinch 2.4 on the ship.
No, like tethered, like, if there was a, like rope
Yeah.
hooked onto it, so when it flies out, the rope's still there. So if it all goes to hell, it can be reeled back in.
The suit can.
The suit can.
He's putting Grek on the
It's just
suit.
protection.
Yeah. So the suit is not going with Grek all the way.
No, it is. This is a failsafe.
It's just a fail-safe. It can be disconnected.
If you
by
get
Greg.
knocked out, then
Oh, I
you can reel
see.
back
So
in.
you will let go of the rope at the last second in case you do miss the first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. Okay.
But that might only save Flinch version 2.4.
Yeah. Tim is thinking
Yeah.
about saving Flinch, the suit, not Grek, the goblin.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right.
It's
yeah.
just
Yeah.
if it
I'll give you a
goes
chance to roll it back should you really botch it up. Okay.
Otherwise, I got to make version 2.5.
Y'all ready to roll this?
No.
Are you rolling, are you opposing a roll?
Yep.
You're rolling opposing?
Sure am.
In that case, Grek is also going to add to the pool. He's going to add in lucky.
What does that do?
Since this is technically a group roll.
Yep.
Okay. Some people are good. Let them struggle with perfection. You know it's much better to be lucky than good. When the GM is rolling against you, add a D8 to the crisis pool. Whatever that is.
Oh. We didn't establish that in this game.
I don't have that in this game. It just says add a D8 to the crisis.
Yeah, and the effect, the GM removes the highest rolled die before determining their total.
Oh,
Do you wanna
that functions the same way as I get a plot point. So I'll get a plot point and I step down to remove.
Removes the highest rolled die.
Highest rolled die. You have to roll first.
Oh, that's crazy.
Before determining
That's
the total.
crazy.
Yes.
So you have to roll first or me?
I'm rolling the number
Right.
for you, so yes. So there's a 3, a 4, and a 2. So I'll take the 4 out. You must make a 5d4.
So, a 16d8. How's that
So
sound?
take a d8 hero die. Oh my god. So you all have really hyped up this plan. What are you going to do? And as Grek Grek, how do you leave the ship? Do you just let them push you, or do you take a running leap?
Well, you're on the Segway.
Yeah.
I'll just start up the Segway. I'll start up Flinch. I'll say, all right.
Okay, Flinch. I know you probably are thinking you really want to be funny in this situation, but now's not the time.
And I'll just take the Segway out, but I'll do like a little kickoff.
And can I do something?
Absolutely.
As you turn it on and you say, hey, Flinch, there's a sound that comes from it. Voice activation. Grek. And you can just see a little bit of suds come out. Like it's trying to clean itself.
You all watch as Greg, and then there's this loud revving sound like it's a motorbike, and then as suds begin coming off, and then it goes. This tiny little whirring of the wheels, very slowly trucking forward until it kind of hits the lip of the ship, and Greg just starts slowly drifting away from the ship, and then Cryptic. Oh right. And just like you watch as Greg just has a little bit of a maybe he farted and gave him some extra propulsion, who knows. But there's something about whatever Greg has done that when you're all watching,
He's just
you
gracefully spiraling.
Yeah, you are all quite like D8. It's hard to really wrap your head around how far it is a D8 range. That's like standing at the top of Timberley Hill here and looking down at the city and knowing that you hit a target that's that far away. It's hard to tell. So as you're all sitting there going and like squinting for a second, you're like, oh crap, I think I missed. Oh no, I think I missed. But then you're not sure if Greg actually has changed course or maybe it was just a trick of the eye, but then you see that he is very much directly on course with the asteroid.
I could thematically put that in here. You know how Greg is so good at origami?
Yeah.
That's
It just seems like he's going to miss, and then he does like a swan with his own body, and then he just kind of straightens out and gets back on course.
These are who you've chosen.
So good. All right. So for the next little bit, we're going to cut to Greg.
Yeah.
Greg, you
Tell us the story of Grek.
very softly land on the exterior of this asteroid.
Is it breathable yet?
You're on a rock in space. No.
Okay. No, I was just wondering. Like it. All right. I need.
Gotta get inside first.
I need to find myself a hatch or something.
I won't get you to roll for it because you're going to just walk around until you find something.
Yes.
So what I will say is, are you looking for a hatch or are you looking for like, there is a hangar bay. You could just walk up and try and breach the barrier to get into that. Would you go through the front door or would you try and find a hatch?
No. But once I'm by myself, it'll be a hatch.
Okay. So I need you to roll me either some kind of a lock-picking check or something to force open a door that is not ready to be opened.
It's covert.
Yeah.
Covert?
Yeah.
All right, that would be a D6 for me then, because my stealth is the D8.
Yeah, it wouldn't be stealth for this one. It's
Yeah.
just about opening this door.
Okay. All right. Well,
Any lock-picking skills or any of that stuff would also apply here.
I didn't take any lockpicking for him.
Go.
All right. So that's the D6. The D8 because I'm still technically following the plan.
You are.
Agility? Intelligence? Agility?
Intelligence.
Intelligence?
Yeah. This isn't exactly something that requires you to do it quickly. Just getting it done is fine.
You built Bessie here.
I did.
Maybe you
That's
might
what
know
I'm
your way
thinking
around a bit.
that I would like to do.
Doesn't help. It's just getting into a locked door, right? So it's not really going to help that.
Help him find his way around and know
What's
which hatch
inside?
is going to be. Which hatch will probably be the one that is easiest to open.
That's
Is this considered?
it's opening a door. The doors don't get easier because you know the building you're going into.
Is this considered the environment? What I'm trying to do right now?
Yes.
Okay. I have another talent.
What does that mean? What did I just say yes to?
A knack for finding things. Nothing can stop you from finding the perfect souvenir, a source of fresh water, or a hidden door through which your team might escape. Activation. Oh, do I have plot points to spend?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, you've done.
Okay. When the environment is directly working against you, lock door.
Yes, that counts.
Spend a plot point.
Yeah.
At the last moment, you can always find some solution to the current problem in the environment. When determining a difficulty based on environmental conditions, the GM must step down all the difficulty dice involving the environment for the remainder of the scene.
Okay, it's 11d6
Wow.
then. It's easy. You rat bastard.
Is easy 76?
Easy is 7d6. It was going to be an 11d8, but that's fine. You haven't defined a faulty hatch.
Nah. Yeah, and you're not rolling against me for this one. So.
No, it's a static difficulty. It's not a smart door. It's just a door.
Yeah, my distinction scouting's
Thinking of a
not
door
gonna
with a
help
doctorate?
me.
PhD. The D stands for door.
Prehensile door?
Technical's not gonna do it.
PhD.
Perception wouldn't. Would that help here? Perception?
Well, it's covert, right?
No, it's covert.
All right, that's all I can do.
You do D8.
Yeah, I gotta beat a 7d6. I think you'll be good.
Oh.
I had to say it.
You had to say it.
There's no power set that helps you?
No, my power set is sneaky F, is suppress, reflect, mutually exclusive is the limit. Racial is why is it slimy, but technically I didn't define it because I have it there for a specific reason.
No.
That's a 1.
No, so there's no effect die. So
5.
5 and no effects die?
yeah.
So, whatever tools you were using, how are you trying to open this door?
I mean, I'm not a lock picker actually, so I probably have like a shivved off toothbrush or something that I'm using.
Perfect. As you stick the shivved off toothbrush into the port, you're like, and you actually snap off the
Breaks off,
toothbrush,
yeah.
and it is toast. You no longer have any tools helping you out in the situation.
Let's try
And if
this.
it was a favorite toothbrush, it is not gone.
No toothbrush is favorite to Greg.
Maybe this one is because it's actually a shiv.
Now,
Got through those crevices with teeth.
I will
right?
say that you get there's 2 more different doors you can find. Now, unless you want to spend more plot points, which you have tons of them, so I mean, why not? You get 2 more attempts at that check.
I mean, you can spend a plot point to create a D6 asset.
It's true.
You could. Basically, you could just carve yourself up another lockpick.
Or an actual lockpick.
Find one in your boot.
Yeah.
Want to spend a plot point, make yourself a d6 pick?
We have 2 more
Out of the
attempts.
pieces of the shiv.
Yes.
Put it this way, you have
can
54 plot points to
Yeah.
use.
I can't use 2 in one check though, right?
Yeah, this is a new check.
No, but I mean spend 2 plot points.
Oh.
Not
Yeah, you
essential.
can't
It's only
make it.
one
You
per
can't.
pick.
Yeah, so you can. So here's the thing: you can spend a plot point now to make the pick. Try it on the full difficulty door. As long as you don't have a bad effect die, you can keep the pick and then reduce the next check if you fail it again. So if you spend a point now, make yourself a fake pick. As long as it doesn't break, you can carry that into the next check and find another crap door.
And we're still in the same scene, right?
Yes.
Okay. for the environmental thing.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll spend the plot point to create
You have a D6 pick.
a D6 pick.
You find a leftover toothpick. And you
Covert.
just kind of like carve it
Plan,
with your teeth.
intelligence.
Well, you can't, but nails.
You didn't roll a 1.
It's 11d8.
Roll one.
Oh, it's not 7d6 because it's the same scene.
Oh, would that apply for it's for the whole rest of the scene? That environmental thing?
Yes,
Oh, then yes.
Yeah.
Never mind. It stays. The
that's
same.
good because I have 7 D6 effect die.
Okay, cool.
Couldn't you do 8?
It doesn't. So here's the other
Oh
thing.
well, yeah, I could.
If you meet the effect
Oh.
die, nothing bad happens.
Yeah, okay.
It's only if you beat it will something good happen.
Okay, I can do that then because I can do 8 D8.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, I'll do that. Thank you.
I
Bailey.
mean, I don't know what the benefit would be from this, but you get to keep the pick.
And I do have an
well,
additional.
sort of.
Oh.
It's because you made the asset with a pop point. You have to spend a pop point to keep that
Yeah.
asset. So just
This is just to
You
get in.
deserve this
It's just to get in
purpose.
there.
toss it away. Yeah, I'll say that in particular as you go through this door and you close it behind you, you're familiar with this particular part of the ventilation system.
Okay.
I'll give you a D6 while you're in the vents.
Okay.
Once you leave the vents and come back in, you won't get that D6 back.
All right.
So you have it for while you're in the vents until you leave the
Vents.
vents.
D6.
This particular area is familiar to you. It's coming back to you.
Okay. All right.
Coming
I
back.
have to get back.
to
I have to
you
get down to the port then. Like to,
Easy.
yeah.
I'm going to find it funny to see Greg get us permission.
Oh yeah.
We'll see.
You took
Yep.
Flinch 2.4 with you?
Oh.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, because remember we said if it was going to fail, that's what the failsafe was
Yeah.
for. Otherwise, you would disconnect the rope. And
So you
flinch
forget
it.
that he's there, but as you jump into the vent, just bang. It's robots. But
He has digital lockpicking.
Are you kidding me? Right
That's why I sent them.
now? You could have said that before.
It's not digital lockpicking, though. It probably is regular lockpicking.
it could have worked.
It's like R2D2. You can go.
And you know what? You know what? Okay, so I'm sitting in this quiet, dark vent with friggin' Flinch 2.4.
Yeah.
And I look over at him, because we're just
And
sitting
it's
in this
just
vent,
right up-
and I see a little screen that says, initiate lockpick.
No, what
Or
you
whatever.
see is you get out through the door, and as it lands, it like
a little
retroactively
compartment opens
up the little lockpick and just starts poking at the wall.
And then back on the meteor, Tim looks at Laurel and is like, I think I forgot to tell Greg something.
And then,
Sure he knows.
I can't.
And also, of course, if you're looking at Flinch version 2.4 and you're in a dark little area and Greg, you're near it, it sprays you with a little bit of soap. Suds.
they have to believe it's me.
Well, I mean, it's a suit, spacesuit. Anyway, sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
For the purposes of moving forward, I'm going to get you to set to make a covert check. This is going to be the difficulty upon which all of my alertness checks will be compared to. So you're not rolling against anything, you're setting a static difficulty that is your covert score as you move through the facility.
Okay.
So it's your alertness or agility, however you feel like you're going to be. Are you going to try and quickly get through there so no one sees you?
I want to quietly and stealthily get through.
So it'll be alertness, it'll be your covert, and then any other abilities you can think of.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, alertness? Agility or alertness? Was it?
Whichever one.
For stealth.
How do you plan on getting through here? Carefully and with attention, or quickly so that they don't notice?
Carefully
And alertness.
and quietly so they don't notice.
Alertness.
Okay. Alertness is D8. Did you smell that? My stealth specialization is also a D8.
You named everything.
My
as if it was a
distinction,
cup.
smell is a state of mind. Stealth, D8.
She named all her skills. It's
I know.
crazy. It's ridiculous.
So good.
Oh. Where's my, Oh, vents, because I'm still in the vents
Yeah.
right now,
D6,
so
right?
my D6.
The plan.
The plan is another D8.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay.
Is there a negative for taking flinch version 2.1?
Lucky?
He has to be rolling against me for it.
Oh, right.
I will be rolling I'll be adding a D6 to any checks to notice it.
Okay.
Okay. But you're not rolling against me right now.
No, you're setting a difficulty that I'm comparing all of my alertness to.
Okay, so I got my distinction in there, my attribute, my skill,
Your assets.
my assets.
Oh, excuse me.
Does my memories for my...
No, it doesn't quite work that way.
Okay. I think that's it then. Because technically the environment's not really a problem right now.
Technically, the vent is your memory.
Okay. And we're in a different scene now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. What's the difficulty I have to have?
Well,
That's
you're
you
setting
are
it.
setting the difficulty.
Oh, setting it.
Yeah. You want to be as high effect and number as possible.
That's pretty good.
Okay,
Okay.
what you got?
Okay, no ones, first of all. So, I have a 15 D8.
Okay. So that means that anything that if something happens, if anybody has the opportunity to maybe see you, I will be rolling against a 15 D8. They will get a D6 to any checks to see you because Flinch took it.
But he has digital lockpick.
There has been no help so far. In fact, he's actually been a hindrance so far.
Exactly.
Which, you know what? Not that different.
Somehow flinch while you're sleeping. You hear this.
Can I have Flinch 2.4 having recordings of nice things that people are saying about him? Just in case he survives. Tim will play it. No, it wouldn't matter.
If anybody was still...
Blank hard drive.
Yeah.
Oh no.
If anybody was still on the meteor, they'd just hear like a soft snickering coming from the fucking medical bay.
Moving on.
Yeah.
All right. So you're making your way all the way to your head right for the hangar bay.
Yes.
Okay. I will make at least one check to see if I see you. I highly
I'm
doubt
really gonna have to stash this thing somewhere very briefly.
No, it's just a droid.
Yeah, I know, but like...
Okay. No. There's a point where as you're kind of crawling around, you hear... you feel like maybe you might be coming across something else in the vents. You kind of halt towards a corner. You hear a couple of communications back and forth. They are a couple of goblins speaking in Goblin.
Okay.
You speak Goblin. It's just random chitter chatter of them. There's clearly a sect of goblins that live in the vents here in the station. That's all it really is.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you halted, because if you kept on going, they would have seen you. But as you halt and wait, they don't notice you. And there is actually like a vent, like a little see-through grated vent that you're kind of like stopped near, and there is somebody underneath it, where you kind of like they turn and walk away. Also, none the wiser. And you were able to successfully make it. In fact, you were able to successfully make it to where the vent kind of terminates into a control area. So this whole hangar, how it kind of looks, is there's this big carved out hole in the side of the asteroid that has like this oxygrav barrier, this blue beam that kind of like protects the air from the inside and the gravity inside for the effects of space on the outside. It's a smallish hangar bay, larger than what you're used to in the heap, but this opens up into a command room. So like a terminal. There's like a U-shaped console all the way around the room, but there is a couple people that seem to be sitting. About 3 people sitting at stations. They seem to be communicating and giving go-aheads for ships to come and go from the hangar.
I need to get out of the vent without them seeing me. With this frickin' droid!
Yeah, but how did the old Grek who worked here get around? Didn't he also just hop out of vents at random places to go to work?
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Alright,
I don't,
so...
That seems like a very in-character Grek thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
impersonating
Yeah, it's
yourself
true.
is
I mean,
really
you could
easy.
all-
It's true. You know what?
Now,
He would
Are
pop...
you keeping the spacesuit on?
No.
That's fair.
So you take that off, leave that in vent.
Yes, I'll take that off, leave it in the vent. You know what? No, it makes sense. Grek would pop out of random vents in places, dragging scrap behind him.
Okay.
So
You just pop out.
yes, take that asset off my thing.
Protang. Greg, you come on out. Just sit down there. The three guys kind of look at you and like, what the fuck?
Okay. What's the boss dude's name?
Boru guy.
Boru guy?
Borg sent me here to meet some, I don't know, people, whoever, I don't know, people. I have a sign.
Okay. So this is a lying as hell check.
I'm also going to be turn around to the vent after I say that and just take Flinch 2.4 and just take him by like an arm and just haul him out of the vent.
Protang.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he can also, because he can fly, so he'll just.
I need you to make a willpower attribute check. Some kind of lying skill, either through influence or through coverts or through social. How do you? What kind of skill do you think is relevant to lying in this context?
Oh boy.
I mean... What would, like, fast talking be? Because I'm going to be fast talking as a goblin.
It would be under influence or leadership.
What for attributes? Because could I use agility for that?
No. It's going to be willpower.
All right. Willpower. At least I have the plan.
We need more than two guys.
We're glad we
What
have that
skill?
plan.
And D4 skill at the very least. You have to use a skill.
Yeah.
But like with covert work, or does it have to be?
I would probably
Influence.
use covert simply because I have at least a D6 in covert.
It's probably
In the base covert?
Probably influence or something.
It's
So
gonna
I
be
thought to be
influence.
saying, not me.
Yeah. I'll take discipline if you got discipline.
Do they count as the environment?
No.
Do you have discipline? You discipline.
Do you have discipline?
D6. Just base
Except discipline.
Okay.
Because technically, leadership or intimidation could work in this as
So
well.
I have.
Okay.
Instead of sneaky as fuck, you should have had sketchy as fuck. Then you could make it work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna double check my power set. But you're gonna be rolling against me,
Yeah.
so.
I get to roll first.
Yeah, I'm gonna use lucky. Again.
They are not the environment. They
No,
are not-
lucky is not the environment. Knack of finding things is the environment.
Oh.
Lucky is, but you have to be rolling against me for me to use lucky.
Okay, and I take out the highest roll.
You remove the highest roll die before determining your total.
And we lose
And
we lose another 10 luck.
No,
Oh,
Isn't-
yes.
oh, doesn't it
we
cost
spend
a
a plot point
does
for
it
that,
cost a plot point, or do you get a plot
it
point?
says that's the thing where it says add a D8 to the crisis pool. So
I
we
get a
used
plot point.
we used a plot point. Yeah.
Right? Great. I have two of these. I should
Where is?
be using these.
Okay, and I'm also going to use suppress from my sneaky F
Ooh.
power set. Push those feelings down.
You suppressing them? How are you suppressing them?
So suppress is upon a successful check, select an opposing character's characteristic and apply the effect.
Yeah, no,
of this
I know what
check.
suppress
Yeah,
does, but how are you suppressing them right now?
This is normal. This is just normal. I'm a goblin who just popped out of a vent saying that they were coming to collect some whatevers for Borgai?
Yeah.
I mean, he would always be sending out these little assholes to do his grunt work.
Sure.
He's
we'll go with
suppressing
that.
their
All right.
curiosity.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
suppressing their...
That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to spend a plot point while I'm defending here to not roll another die, but because I have to take a die out, I'm just going to use that die as an effect die.
Okay.
So I have an 11d8.
Okay. Okay.
You can do it.
But he still has to remove his highest rolled die.
I did.
But
It
he's
was-
Oh, you've
it
already
was-
rolled?
Yeah, I rolled an 8, a 5, and a 6. I took the 8 out.
You can do it.
Could have been much worse.
Okay, so sneaky act.
Could have been 14.
It'll be hard.
It's gonna be around.
Not only is it possible, it's possible.
Thanks, David.
Probable. It's not probable.
All right, whatever. This is what I got.
Give her. Let's go.
Go, do it.
No. And that. What was it you got again?
11.
Might as well go 4d8 so the effect isn't lower.
Yeah, that's true.
Did-
Well, no, it's because the defender
the
says
lucky-
plot point.
Oh! You spent a plot point. I
Yes.
cannot. So it is 11d4.
Oh.
So I have
better.
8d6.
Okay.
Yeah, with the 1. 8d6 with the 1.
The three guys, none of them leave. No alarm signals are being pulled, but the three of them don't seem to buy your bullshit. So they all kind of get up and start kind of walking towards you, being like, right, border guy sent you. Why didn't he just call us himself? This seems a little fishy for a Ventling to come on out and just be like, oh, I want to use the phone.
Use the. I don't even know how to use a phone.
Exactly.
I didn't say I wanted to use a phone. I said I'm here to pick someone up.
Uh-huh. And who's that?
How the hell should I know? I was given a description. I don't have names or, who they're married to or, I don't, I just do what I'm told. I just do what I'm told and then they give me, moldy bread and shit.
So, as a player, you have two choices here. You can make one more attempt to con your way into let them let you do what you want in this room, or you can get the jump on them and try and knock them all out.
Hey, you got version 2.4 with you.
You do.
It's true.
And technically it's me.
You can roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
You basically get to function as an extension. They're not strong combatants.
They're nerds.
They're strong socialites, but they're weak combatants.
They're nerds.
Yes.
They're strong socialites, but they're weak combatants. Paris Hilton.
I mean, I wouldn't want to fight her. She'd fight dirty.
Ah, shag it. I don't have time for this. Yeah.
Oh, shag it at a time for this? All right. What are you trying to do?
I'm just gonna go.
Alright, you can come closer, but that's your problem, because I haven't showered today. Or, ever.
And then I'm just gonna, go and I will, get in the suit. Or get in the suit.
Yep.
Well, it's just riding it. You're still you.
Yeah, I get in the suit. And I'll be like,
Yeah.
so.
You said the machine suds, right?
Soap
No,
in the rock.
we'll wait.
That was more thematic, yeah.
So, what is the thing you're going to try and do? What's the special effect?
It's reflect. I just gotta.
So reflect is if someone is using a range attack against you.
Yeah.
You basically use it. It's like absorb, but for
Yeah.
non-magical range attacks.
So,
Do you have area of effect or fan fire?
No.
No. Okay. So you have throwing knives.
yes. And I have a hand cannon.
Okay. So with that, you only get to. Well, it depends on how well you roll here. So, are you gonna shoot them? You gonna throw knives at them? What are you gonna do? Quick!
I'm going to. Okay, what's the advantage of me using flinch 2.4?
I mean, Flinch 2.4 is going to work independently of whether you're riding them or not. That's just thematic.
Oh, okay.
Right?
All right. So,
Well, so Flinch 2.4 can assist in checks and can roll on his own.
Yeah, it's Tim's power set, so I would be doing. It has the attack ability. It has
all right.
the.
I'm just going
ability
to. I'm
attack.
not going to. In that case, so I'm not going to get into the segue or whatever. No. And all I'm going to do is.
You can come closer, but I haven't showered.
Et cetera, et cetera. And then I'm going to go and scurry up one on top of some of the machinery and stuff, because I do have a distinction called Dancing Monkey. It makes me good at climbing.
Okay.
And I'm going to start throwing knives at them.
Sweet. Okay. Grab all your relevant dice for throwing knives. You got to beat a 7d6.
This still technically counts as the plan, right?
Yes.
Because I'm
Yes.
still trying to get into the...
Yep. Technically, this is still part of the plan. You can use that for now.
Are you glad?
And this
Dan?
is
This is
like a
going
surprise.
to
Right.
Yes. There's no initiative. So after you and Flinch 2.4 get to act, then you roll initiative.
Then I'm going to spend a plot point to use Lucky again, because you are going to be doing an opposed roll.
Well, then, in that case, it's a 5d4.
I still don't feel good with it. I never feel good about it when Grek is rolling dice. I mean, piloting when we used the Starfighter system was like, oh, I have a plus 25 to this.
You didn't roll
So there's no
one.
ones.
Hey.
So that is a 9d8.
So, with the d8, you were one dice up higher than the... Oh, no, you're 2 dice up higher. So as you take knives out, you actually... 2 of the knives find purchase, and just 2 of the 3 dudes drop immediately. There's only one left. Flinch 2.4. After seeing that, what does he suddenly start doing?
So because Flinch 2.4 is a power set of Tommy Tim,
Yep.
so it's this they uses the same stuff. So
Yep.
I did something interesting with Tommy Tim. I'm going to take you back, people.
Ooh,
I'm going to take you back
story time with Derek.
to being trapped on that planet.
To the Brown Times?
No. God, no. God, no.
That was
No.
a limited subset of time on that planet.
I'm going to take us back. We're trapped there, not much power left. Ways to keep ourselves entertained. And there was it's not. No, people. And there was only a few little hollow recordings and stuff like that we could find, but one of them was, or a few of them, were mostly to do with boxing matches. I actually gave Tim a specialization in boxing.
He did.
He's never tried it. He's never tried it. He has unarmed D6 boxing.
He just thinks he's good at it because he watched a lot of boxing.
But he has
videos.
boxing D8.
That's amazing.
But because I gave
He's a visual learner.
but I gave a D8 attack as a power to the suit.
Take a paw point. Take a fucking paw point.
Tim is
You're rock'em sock'em, these
And-
guys?
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming, no, I don't think I'd be able to add a distinction because I'm not really protecting Grek. But I have the overlooked ability where they probably look at Grek as the threat.
Yes, they do not. They're not. He's only looking at Greg. He's not looking at you.
And very simply, it has to do with save and flinch, best friend flinch, and has to do with a D8 for the plan. And I think that should be enough to roll.
Yeah, next to
Before you roll,
the only person in the group.
so I rolled the defense. It is a 4d4 because I rolled 2 1s.
Let's see how bad this goes.
Get your hero dice.
So what happens is, but what happens is, as Flinch 2.4, it sort of just rolls up and it's sort of like that old He-Man figurine. I think it was Lockjaw, the fist on the robot just goes choke, 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 and it comes up and it's sort of like pow, like Rock'em Sock'em robots, except it's flesh.
What's funny is
I have a 16 D8. No ones, but I have a 16 D8.
This man's skull gets liquefied.
you know what's funny is that the only person in our group who is better at unarmed than Tim is Laurel.
I thought I could justify it with the robot.
No. So here's what happens.
16 D8.
Here's what happens. Take your D8 hero die.
Thank you.
As Greg, you throw the 2 throwing knives, and it's like it is something out of an action movie. Like Greg's like, I don't got time for this, and you just climb up onto these wires, and just like with your feet, your knees hooked into the rafters, you just flip around and just throw out 2 throwing knives. It is something out of a spy movie. You're like, yeah, and you're like, oh no, I missed the 3rd one, and as you look on over, you just see. Boom, down this guy goes, and then it just goes up and just goes to the poor sucker while he's down and out for the count. And Flinch 2.4 just keeps hitting this guy.
So Brek's still hanging from this wire by his knees, and he's just watching this for a second.
Go
and he
install
goes,
the stuff.
and then he says,
I feel like I've seen that movie. Okay, we gotta go.
he'll scurry down.
All threats in this environment have been neutralized and are being maintained that way by Flinch 2.4.
Flinch! Tim, what the hell is in there? You're done.
So it leads up, and then goes, and then it goes upwardly.
Turns out that Flinch 2.4 is like if Lockjaw and Bender from frickin'
Futurama.
Futurama had a baby.
Yeah,
Just like a shiny metal ass.
the rest of you 4. Tim, Laurel, Diantha, and Kleptek. You're all sitting there waiting. You have seen Grek has for several minutes now. Grek has been out of sight. It is just a matter of praying that he actually made it to the rock at this point.
It is.
And you wait. And you wait.
I feel like Flinch version 2.4 did something horrific.
And as soon as he says that, you
How would you
incoming
know?
call from on the ship's main communicator.
I go and I answer it.
Yeah, Greg, what are you saying?
Are you... Is there a machine that's broken or something? I hear...
Stop it. Permission to land is granted. Also, Flinch has problems. And I just turned the intercom off.
Of course he does, he's dying!
Yeah, we knew that.
This is as usual. I'll go and I'll...
And right before it goes out, you're just like,
You stop stepping on his head.
just turns like the radio goes off.
I will go and I will pilot the ship down into the bay.
Okay. It is relatively easy to do. There's a couple of ships. It's not like this big bustling spaceport or anything like that, right? But there's a couple of vessels that have just recently departed, and your ship's coming on through. And you see that they slow down as if they're like, what the hell? But then their engines kick back on and they continue blasting past. So you get the sense that had Grek not provided some kind of a whitelisting to your vessel, it was likely that they probably would have turned on you, and it would have been an interesting space fight to get to the space station. Sure enough, you get towards the barrier. You pierce on through it just fine. It doesn't seem to reject you in any way, shape, or form. And you land without a hitch. Although as you approach the asteroid, this is one thing that you will know as the exterior is coming on in. This asteroid is pretty large. This is one of 3 hangar ports on this asteroid. Clearly, as you enter this area, you do not see another meteor. So this particular landing zone that you've been granted that has space, because these 2 ships have left, is not where you need to be. But there are, obviously, that's 1/3 of the options narrowed down. So it's one of the other 2. And you land. As you land, you see them right in front of the ship. I assume you wouldn't be waiting, Grek, in the command room.
No.
Down on the
When they land and leave the ship to come on, they do see a goblin holding up a sign with a little mech buddy, and the sign is badly spelled and says, "That was needlessly complicated."
You all open the door opens up, and you see a sign. That was the end of the complicated.
Oh my god, that I have fat knees on there. That was really rude of you. Okay, let's keep going.
Alright.
I did say it was badly spelled.
Alright, so Diantha, you and I are getting the ship.
Well,
I'm going to clip, you're with us?
Sure. That was the
Alright. Tim, hold the fist. You got this.
Potato!
That's what he says. He does
He's a halfling. It's very on brand.
He does he clicks, and then he goes,
Potato!
Yeah.
French fries! Oh my god.
Yeah.
And I'll just tell Tim's like, "You're gonna want to clean those," and I'll just
you see
point to the
blood
fist.
drip. And he's like, not flinch.
Yeah.
Tim, what did you do to him?
Greg's just like,
his fists are covered in blood.
and I was just like,
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
But like I said, needlessly complicated.
Well, this might work. And you see Tim take some of the blood from the hands and put it a little bit around the neck of the robot and around the joints. He's like, I can be a great distraction.
All right.
Let's go to the pharmacy.
even okay. So for the first time ever, y'all are looking at Grek, and he has a facial expression that says, "I'm disturbed right now." Usually, he's the one doing the disturbing.
That's what Flinch does.
But it makes it even funnier because Tim then hops onto the segment. It's like, let's go, and it's like.
Spend a plot point, if you'd be so kind. It can be from the pool or from a plot point you may have, and you're going to create yourself a D6 asset. Seems wounded. So when you go to perform any deception checks to say that you are wounded, you'll get this D6 added to it.
Nice.
That's how that's working out. If you're cool with that.
So Tim's wounded?
Yeah, who was it Tim that he put the blood
I was
on?
actually going to make it even more confusing. It's actually on the robot.
I'm cool with still saying it counts if you want to make it an asset.
Yeah, because I'm going to be the distraction while you do the stealing.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have people only paying attention to you wherever you go.
But I'm riding my Segway.
So write that down because you're going to keep that for the rest of the scene.
Sure.
For the rest of this encounter.
So are you spending a plot point, your physical one?
Oh, I'm going to do it from the pool. I'm going to start burning through. And I can save this.
The other thing to keep in mind is any plot points you gain in an episode do not carry forward to another recording session. You keep them for recording sessions. You do not keep them moving forward.
I might as well use the one I just have.
Yeah. Okay.
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
That's how they work. All right, so put down assets because that will carry forward into another recording session.
D6 assets.
D6 seems wounded. Put a question mark because it's a robot. That doesn't make any sense.
Seems wounded. Question.
It just needs to be distracting.
Oh, I got plans.
I'm excited and concerned.
Why am I the one?
Anyways.
Not saying I'd go with him.
Thank you for listening to Spacers. Our next episode will air Tuesday, August 13th with The Call, our Call of Cthulhu podcast. Next episode on Tuesday, August 6th. Both shows will air at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on YouTube with a live chat premiere before going up on all of our audio services 1 hour later. For our Ko-fi subscribers, our next Fireside Chat will be Thursday, August 22nd. As usual, we'll thank all of our donators over on Ko-fi, including Noah, 3 Slugs in a Trench Coat, Ed Lore, Rosa, Tyler, The Weejay, James, Matt Cowgill, Blizzard Warning, Sydney, Baba Yaga, Preston, TJ, Alec, and No Demons Allowed. Your players for tonight were Elizabeth Wells, Janessa Coles, Lindsay Zelansky, Derek Snow, and Bailey Yarp. Your GM was Zach Barrett. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time.